Hello there. I wanted to give you guys kind of a reminder or, kind of the reason why I love ancient coins so much. And I just wanted to talk about one coin and, what stood out about it to me. Uh, when I bought this coin, this is Antigonos III Doson, who is a part of the Antigonan dynasty of Macedon. And he was a ruler in the middle 3rd century, late 3rd century, Macedonian ruler. And so what about this coin is so amazing? Well, maybe not on first look. You see a beautiful coin, beautiful artistry on the obverse and reverse, but maybe the story behind it is more interesting. So if you follow me very quickly, we'll go on a trip to early 3rd century Sparta, which was kind of undergoing a transformation that wanted to get back to its conservative ways or its natural setup that was formed, centuries before by all the Lycurgans and the Agoge style, the training, the full life, being a soldier, citizen needed to be revamped because it had slidden quite a bit over time. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I think the one that's most interesting is about 464 BC. There was a significant amount, I think actually about 10,000 Spartan warriors. And after 464 BC, the number dropped and it never grew again because there's a lot of rules and regulations that are within the Spartan culture that kind of prevent new additions to citizenry, new additions to your army, except through going out and purchasing services or acquiring, people to help you fight. So their numbers kept decreasing, and it wasn't in the original form that the Spartans loved. So one of the kings, Spartans had two kings, Aegis II, called for a huge reformation to bring them back to what had made them one of the dominant city states in Greece. So he tried to enact all of this land reform, all of these reforms, and the problem is that the Spartans, one, were based on a slave culture of their helots, the people that they needed in order for their citizens, their soldiers, to practice their full-time job of being a soldier. And so it got very hard. And then another interesting aspect of Spartan culture that doesn't breed addition to people was that generally the land was passed on from a citizen, not to the next man, but to a woman. So women began to, carry a lot and actually became the most wealthy people in Sparta for a period of time because of the way that the entire thing was set up. So anyway, they had to have massive land reform. It meant canceling debt of wealthy people, meant canceling debt of poor people. A lot had to go into it. And but unfortunately, Aegis was not able to. His, I believe it's his brother-in-law, Clemenes III, he, after Aegis had gone through that, took his lead, but also did some things to try and cement his political transformation, kind of, how do I say it, stack the courts, or however you want to do it, and helped him kind of translate that. And he started to build an army, started to bring the Agoge lifestyle back, but also wanted to strengthen his army so he could regain the hegemony of, or at least in part, be a major player still in Greece. So as we're getting into the middle, the 250s BC, developing the army, they actually, had enough interest that they actually began to liberate their slaves, the helots, so that they could become soldiers. And there's some number of them that did that. But anyway, the Achaean League, who was kind of responsible at that time after the Macedonians kind of ran it, and then it broke apart, the Diadochi and all these. Anyway, long story short, the Achaean League, the people that were kind of in charge of the peacefulness, reached out to the Macedonians and said, hey, can you help us with the Spartans? They're rebuilding, they're trying to be serious, they're trying to be, what they were, and that's upsetting the alliances that we had. So they sent Antigonos III Doson to Lycaonia to settle the Spartans down. So anyway, Antigonus and Cleomenes met in battle, and the Spartans were soundly defeated. There's writings that as few as 600 Spartan citizens survived, or citizen soldiers. Cleomenes actually went and escaped to Ptolemy III, and then basically was out or given, something to keep himself busy so he didn't mess in the government of Ptolemy IV. But anyway, the question is, I guess in your mind, is what is so neat about this coin? Well, this is the coin of, Antigonus III, a Macedonian king who was very successful, reigned about 8 years, but ended Sparta. He ended Sparta. So this coin is neat, not just because of who's on it, and not just neat because of the artwork, but this is the guy that basically ended Sparta. And after that, it was purely downhill. There were other Renaissance opportunities that they tried to take, but really that was the last real big attempt. So anyway, you can own a coin from Antigonus III, the gentleman who defeated Cleomenes and the Spartans, and sent them back, or sent them to be a part of the Achaean League and part of normal Greece. It's just something you can do. It's just mind-blowing to me. But anyway, I didn't know if everybody knew that or if that's just a piece of interesting history for you, but I really enjoyed it, thought I'd share it. So thanks.